What's the weirdest thing you've seen at a friend's house that they thought was completely normal?
My friend told me not to use the towels in the bathroom to dry my hands because sometimes her brother wiped his ass with them when they ran out of toilet paper.
Their mum had an eating disorder or some psychological issue and kept only her preferred soda, milk, and cereal in the house. The kids had to keep their food in their room or eat at school or their friend's house. If they invited friends over, they were expected to bring their own food unless they were okay with eating cereal. It wasn't poverty. She had a very high-paying job. Her ex-husbands were all also in the same high-paying field and paying child support. As a family, they had the absolute best of everything else, and she didn't mind if you ate her food and would offer it freely. They just weren't allowed to have any other food in her kitchen.
When I was an elementary student, my best friend's dad kept a porn collage out where everyone could see it. His bedroom was in a nook in the living room, closed off some of the time by a curtain. And the collage took up a good section of the wall. It was made out of cutouts of porn magazines, with extremely explicit pictures. We are talking vaginas leaking cum, breasts covered in cum, women sucking on penises and, of course, penises in vaginas. All cut out so that it was just the body part without much context. Like you didn't really see the whole woman's face, just her lips, her ulna, cock, and some of her nose. 6-year-old me thought it was pretty gross. Weirdly enough, this guy was a child psychologist. So what the hell? Anyway, my friend thought it was normal. My parents were not happy about it when they found out it existed.
My great-aunt lived through the Great Depression, so she kept a lot of stuff. Not really hoarding, though, because she used everything up eventually. The one exception was styrofoam takeout cartons from the only restaurant she liked. When she died, and we started cleaning out her house, we found decades worth of these cartons in her cellar. They were all closed, stacked very neatly, floor to ceiling, in dozens of columns, forming a white styrofoam wall that effectively halved the cellar. She had cleaned them all carefully, as there were no traces of food in them, though some had been stained by whatever food had once been in them. I was given the job of opening each one to make sure nothing of value had been left in them. After several hours, I confirmed that she had stored almost 2,000 styrofoam boxes and that not a single one had anything in it. A friend up the street had a picture of a guy on his living room wall that was framed. Normal-looking guy with a beard sitting in a chair. I asked him once who the man was, and uncle, no, he says, that's God. I was too young at the time to really think anything more about it. It was not until years later I found out his family had been involved in a cult and the picture of that man was there. Leader. Trailer home, 1 bedroom, had a rotten floor, and there was a hole in the corner about 1 foot wide which you could see straight to the dirt underneath. During parties it was used as a urinal pretty frequently.
Deleted.
Dirty diapers stuffed behind the baby's dresser.